Hi guys, I am filming this video outside. As you can probably tell from the sun, I am actually going on a trip to Italy. So I decided I'm going to try to film some videos for you guys ahead. So just come and sip some water with me and let's talk about feeling lonely together so that you won't have to feel so lonely anymore. Having grown up and now being 23 years old, I can say with confidence that I'm still feeling lonely sometimes. The feeling doesn't disappear even if you're in a relationship, if you're not, if you live with someone, or if you live alone. I've tried all of the above. I've tried living with a boyfriend. I've tried living alone. I've tried living with a roommate. And to be honest, every time there's still this small hint of loneliness that just gets to me. I found ways that can really help you not feel as lonely anymore. Seriously, from a person who's felt lonely for most of her life, these are actually some pretty solid tips that help me feel less lonely. All right, tip number one, get out in the sun, get out in nature, and really connect with Mother Earth. Because honestly, I think throughout this whole making humankind better and evolving technology thing, we really forgotten what it feels like to connect with nature. Go out and put your bare feet on the grass or touch grass with your hands or go up to trees and touch them and hug them. Trees have an energetic frequency. The energy can also be transmuted over to me. So why not take advantage in a way of something that's been there for us for hundreds of years? We have simply forgotten what it feels like to be connected to nature. And once you feel like you're really connected to nature, you actually don't feel that alone anymore. I started going out for walks every day when I felt super lonely in my life. And throughout the years, all of the periods I felt lonely and went to touch grass or just enjoy the sun, enjoy the blue skies, look at the animals, I've discovered that makes me feel less alone. That makes me feel connected somehow. And that connection comes from the earth because, let's be honest, nothing ever actually leaves earth, like physically. Like the things that are on earth, they don't leave earth, they don't go somewhere magical, they go under the ground and decay. Then they are used to become something new. Like the minerals from the decaying process are actually what makes up the ground beneath our feet. I think that's such a beautiful thing to think about, that like the same earth that I'm walking on has been walked on by my ancestors, and the same trees that I'm touching were just like tiny trees when they first grew. Just the way that the trees grow, no matter what circumstances, that really shifted my perspective and made me realize that no matter the circumstances in life, I'm going to continue evolving and growing, and I'm going to continue to pursue my greatness, whatever my great in this life might be, the same way the trees stand their ground and grow even though life around them changes. Like, even though we invent these technologies to put up YouTube videos and AI and whatnot, then honestly, the one thing that remains the same is our sacred home planet which we live on, and no matter how much technology you build, if you have nothing to stand on, the technology doesn't matter anymore. I truly believe that we should take a look around and value the nature around us even more, especially now when we're moving to an age where everything is so digitalized. And yeah, that's one way of just feeling less alone. That's what helped me. Every day I went out and I spent time in nature. And slowly but surely, I realized that the one thing that remained the same throughout my days, no matter what day I had, good or bad, was the nature, was the very earth that I was walking on. In addition to walking in nature, spending time alone, again, is another great way to feel less lonely, actually. because you get to analyze yourself. You get to be there for your own problems. If you have a problem, you can figure it out. You can take the time to Google it, to read books about it, to ask ChatGPT, even whatever works for you. But sometimes the best answers that come to us when we are alone. They do not come to us from our friends. And although I said in my previous video that you can get great insights from your friends, which is true, then ultimately the answer is already within you. Your friends can just reflect it back to you. If you are feeling lonely, just spend some time alone and really, like, I don't want to say like come out of that dark place, because it's very difficult to come out of it, and I understand. But at the same time, do come out of it. Like, it's your own responsibility to get out of the dark places in life. Like, no one's coming to save you. You realize that, right? And it was a hard pill for me to swallow because I've always been the type of person to kind of believe in these fairy tales, believe in Cinderella and all of these beautiful Disney fairy tales that people tell us that someone's coming to save you, when in reality, no one is. You are your own savior. Your own emotions and feelings are your own responsibility, and no one else is coming to teach you how to handle them. So you better learn to handle them right now before you grow too old and suddenly realize that you have no friends because of your personality. Someone I know is like very quickly to go upset over simple things, like small things. They get upset all the time. And I was just discussing this with someone the other day, and I was like, I'm not sure I want to hang out with this person anymore because this is like the third time that this person has just gone like completely outraged over a small little thing, and I don't want to keep people like that in my circle. So I think I'm just not gonna hang out with them anymore, or I'm going to try to avoid situations where they are involved as much as I can. I just have this principle in life that you just go with the flow and try to make every day as best as possible, because you never know when's your last day, and I truly believe in that. You never know. Like, anything can happen at any moment. And that's why I always say I love you to my friends, to my family, to my partners, and just let people know that I value them if I do truly value them. And that's why I'm like trying to make videos to help people, because I think that no matter what happens, someone out there needs to hear this today, and they will find this video and it will help them in one way or another, and I truly truly believe that. So besides like going out into nature and doing things you love, let's come back to the main subject now. What is the one thing we have not talked about? It is your nutrition. A lot of our negative emotions actually come from a lack of the right vitamins. And if you don't have the time to eat properly or eat healthy, then do take some vitamins. Buy vitamins, guys. Like, literally, when I take my vitamins in the morning, I feel so energized suddenly. I feel so energized for the day. I feel like I can conquer the world. But on days that I don't or I forget, I feel so depleted and tired. And I also live in a country where actually the sun doesn't come out that often. So that's why we are making the video outside today as well, because you need to enjoy the vitamins. I know I have an iron deficiency, and you can get all of those from food as well. But if you don't have the option to eat a diversity of food, then vitamins are a great way to like supplement that. That's why they are called supplements. For me, what I like to do is I like to get as much vitamins from my food as possible, so I eat a diversity of foods whenever I can. But if I can't eat a diversity of different foods, then I take my vitamins. Your body actually has two brains. You have the brain that's up here, and you also have your gut. And your gut is actually your second brain. If you're not eating the right diet, your brain is not getting the right nutrition, you have bad thoughts, you have bad feelings, you feel like you are alone even though you are not, then you start making up more problems in your life. You start focusing on the problems, you start overthinking, then you have anxiety, now you have depression, and suddenly you think life is pointless. But it all comes down to what you are eating. So if you fix your diet, you fix your mindset. I'm not saying that my mindset is perfect. I'm just saying that it has helped me to get out of the situation that you are in today. And I've overcome a lot of things in my life and still stayed positive. That's a win in my book. And I want to help you win as well. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and just hear me out. Regardless, I hope you gain some inspiration, some tips, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I love you. See you soon.